Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 7 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Today I want to talk about the subject of button pushing. People who push our buttons, how we push other people's buttons, and how we can take more control of that. Because I don't know anybody that likes their buttons pushed. Oh man, you're pushing my buttons, you better stop. Why do they always push my... How do they know the exact button to push? And sometimes people accuse us of pushing their buttons. We didn't push anything. We just, I don't know, we said something. But you see, this whole idea is in some ways is problematic because we look at it in terms of how people make us feel or how they're telling us we make them feel. So what I like is the idea of pushing our own buttons, which means really kind of taking in this panel rather than having a panel, that says anger, frustration, resentment, depression, feeling overwhelmed, and said, here, just push whatever button you want. Why don't we take that and kind of put that inside so that we're the ones pushing the buttons? And why don't we choose more purposeful buttons? What if we chose confidence? What if we chose creativity? What if we chose clarity? What if we chose compassion? Whatever. What if it were us pushing our buttons? What that really means is, what if we were taking responsibility for defining who we are, the quality or characteristic we are bringing to life in every situation? Well, there's 2 questions I really love that I think can help us do that. One of them is, what's the statement I want to make about who I am? I am a person who deals with somebody who is upset through what? Frustration, annoyance, anger, compassion, clarity, confidence, creativity, what? See, when we're pushing our own buttons, we're calling upon the qualities and characteristics we want to bring to life. And what about pushing other people's buttons? Do we really want to make them more angry, more frustrated, more resentful? Doesn't that just have them seeing us as part of the problem? What if we were able to push their open-mindedness, their curiosity, their willingness to consider different points of view? Are those buttons we would like to push? So in my life from the top of the mind philosophy, it's really all about what buttons come from the brainstem, that anger, frustration, resentment, and what buttons come from the neocortex, clarity, confidence, creativity, compassion. It's about pushing our own buttons, those neocortex buttons that allow us to bring our best to life. And when we're dealing with someone else, we want to be very purposeful about the buttons we push and the ones we don't. Easier said than done, I'm sure. However, what if we were able to do that? How valuable would that be in your life? So the 2 questions I like to ask myself are, number 1, how does this define who I am? What's the statement this makes about who I am? And would I teach this to someone I love? If I were teaching someone I love to call upon the qualities and characteristics they wanted to bring to life, to push their own buttons, what would those buttons be? If I were teaching someone I love to be able to engage others in a way that brought out their best, what would those buttons be? So as we move forward, engaging life from our own perspective and engaging others, I suggest we become very purposeful at the buttons we're pushing in terms of our own thoughts, decisions, qualities, characteristics, and those of others. Because as we do, we become the captain of our ship. We become the person who's making the difference in our life, and then we can make a difference in the lives of others. If you want me to come and do a presentation for your organization about how to help you push your own buttons and be more influential with others, all you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in, and I'd love to talk with you about that. In the meantime, here's to you becoming more clear, confident, and creative in everything you do. More clear about the buttons you want to push in yourself, others. Confident in your ability to do that, and creative in that process. More clarity, confidence, creativity in everything you do. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.